Hey, this is Alex, and I'm with Duck Cinema. Um, I just, well, I didn't get out, but I got out of a movie called Legends of the Condor Heroes, the Gallants, maybe about 2 hours ago. Uh, so this is not like, you know, like a like super immediate first impression, but this is a first impression. Um, some some preliminary stuff, I guess. Like I saw the trailer for this for a while, and I was very interested in watching it. I was gonna watch this just on TV because technically we never really get these kind of movies in theaters because it's a Chinese movie. But it's kind of cool how like a lot of Chinese film are making its way to America, and like you can watch it in American theaters. I remember like when I was younger, that kind of doesn't exist. Um, you know, I guess the only movie that existed for that kind of stuff was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and maybe that's like what started it all. But so the story goes that I actually got rid of my AMC a what is it a list, and this is the movie that got me to go back to it. So because I really wanted to see this in theater. I think it's only playing like tonight or something like that, or today. Um, and yeah. And the other funny thing is that I had to watch it at 7:30 because I have a change control at like 10 o'clock. So I finished the movie and came out of my car to do a change control for work. But anyways, okay, so Legends of the Condor Hero, the Galleon. So some background on just Legend the Condor Hero. For those of you who don't know, I am a big is the wrong word, but I like Wuxia film and especially Jin Yong book. So the Legend of Condor Hero is like the first of the Condor Hero trilogies, and each book is like massive. It takes forever to read, but the story is really good, and I love that genre, and I love Jin Yong books in general. So, and this one, I think I read it, or at least I watched it a while back, and I know the full stories and so forth. So, Legend of the Condor Heroes, the Galleons, is a wuxia movie, directed by like Tushi Hark. I I don't know. He's a legendary director. He made like um he helped made like he's more of a martial art or like fight choreographer. But some of the movies that he made that I really like was a like a Chinese ghost story. He made that one. Legend of the Swordsman, Iron Monkey. He did that one. So he also did the Once Upon a Time in China series. So he's pretty like he's pretty up there. Like people know of him. So um yeah. Anyways, so the movie Legend of the Condor Hero, The Gallant, is based on the novel by Jin Yong, The Legend of Condor Hero. Again, this is the first series of a trilogy, and it's I mean it would take me forever just to like tell you the like all the stuff that happened, but in general, um, this movie actually takes place like in chapter, I believe, like 32 to 40, right? So a lot of stuff happens in the book, but the way this film is made, and by the way, this is not like the beginning of like a film, right? There he's not adapting the whole movie. Obviously, he's adapting like 30 chapter 30 to 40, and in chapter 30 to 40, it's when the main hero goes back to Mongolia and stuff happens. It's near the end of the book. But but the way this movie is done is that there's a lot of flashbacks. So it gives you a glimpse of the previous stories, but the main crux of the story is near the ending of the book. Um, that deals with Mongolia, that deals with the Jing army, that deals with him and Wo Jing, which is the main character name, and Huang Yun or Wang Rong. So the girl interest. So yeah, so let's get some few other stuff out of the way. Like the movie is so fast paced. It is just like bam, 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 and it reminds me of like Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker, and it just goes from one to another, and ever so often you have some downtime, but it's not. It's like it's a fast film. They talk fast, they fight fast, and they resolve the conflict fast, and it goes to the next conflict. Um, the the movie starts out with like just a bunch of stuff happens, right? And then at the 10-minute mark, the credit the intro credit came in, and I'm like, oh, what? That's not like that's not even like the introduction. So like it went through, I don't know, like a good one fourth of the book within 10 minutes or something like that. It glances over a lot of stuff. Like he'll just say something on the line of like, I went to central China. They called it the middle land, or central plain, or central China, to like learn martial art. But there's so many stuff that happens in there. Um, so yeah, so the the story is like really quick. Um, so yeah, so let's talk about some other stuff that is in the movie, right? Obviously this movie is martial art based, right? But is it like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? No, it's much faster, and it uses so much like graphics, and I don't know, but there's so much graphic that it came to the point where I'm like, oh come on, this is getting ridiculous. Um, the fights are like just really just yeah, this is a lot of graphics. Um, so it reminds me a lot of Donnie Yen movie Sakura, which is another Jin Yong adaptation. It adapted the movie. What? Hold on. What is that novel called? Hold on. Satra is adapting uh, demi god and semi devil, but the it's like when they fight, it's not like slow motion where like you hit something and they get hurt. It's sort of like martial art, everyone is invincible type of fighting kind of thing. Um, yeah, that's like, but it's really good. Some of the scenes are really well done. I like Sakura more though than this one. This thing relies too much on graphics, and I wasn't a big fan. Um, and just overall, when you watch it, it's like, oh man, this is a lot of graphic stuff. So like fight stuff, pretty good. Near the end, it's really cheesy stuff going on. And now it's just like good guy versus bad guy with Hadouken. I wasn't a really big fan of that. This The story is the story. I like the story. It's just that if you're not a fan or don't understand the legend of Condor Hero, you'll get like so lost, like so lost. But in that narrative, there is a narrative. There's a flow of the movie, and like even if you didn't watch everything, like you get lost the first 10 minutes. That's just everyone get lost at the surface. I mean, even if you really know, but like you may pick it up a little bit later on. Um, like for a fan like me, I actually know exactly what's happening, kind of thing. So I enjoy the movie more because I understand. But man, they took a lot of liberties for the movie. It's just like they're just pulling elements to make the movie, so it's not like, full on adaptation or anything like that. Um, they just took elements. Uh, so many characters are not in the movie, and maybe that is a good thing. So again, this movie kind of like chapter 34 to 40, right? So the main character adventures before that, where he meets so many other characters, and like his swan brother is not even in the movie like at all. So this is purely near the end where he had to face off against the Mongolian. Um, so graphics, the sound, it's so loud. It's like, man, God, it's so loud. I don't know what's going on. But the music, man. Oh, the music. It's loud, but it makes you feel so much. And I love how it incorporates like the original music, or they remix the music, remade it for 2025, kind of like the next the modern age, and I thought that was well done. Uh it's like certain moment makes you feel, and because I've seen it so many times, and like it's like certain music are associated with the movie. So like when it comes on, it's like, ah, damn, nostalgia is kicking in pretty bad. So like there was a lot of that, and I genuinely love that. Um, Going back to the story for a moment, like this, the way they made the story, it was about the two main character, Wojing and Huang Rong. Um, it's like they separated for a little bit, and there was a misunderstanding, so they separated. And the way the story is written for them to come back, and like everything else, and the moment they meet, I felt so good. I mean, like, I'm like, oh wow, bravo. It's very romantic. It's very like, it makes you, kind of those kind of stuff. It hits you in the heart. Yeah. In terms of casting and so forth, this is it's a wuxia movie, but it's not like based in real life or anything like that. Like, some movies are very like steer geared toward. This one is straight like super heroic kind of thing, and the character is very like fantasy ish, if that makes sense. The people who I mean, I don't know any of these characters. By that I mean I don't know who's playing who. I mean, like, this is the first time I've seen them in the movie. The the actor who plays Wo Jing, I like them. He's cool. The actor who plays Wang Rong, or Hong Yung, she's cool. I like their chemistry together. It was really well done and very cool. So so in that perspective, very cool movie. There wasn't as many cheesy element or anything like that. All the other character, it's either very CGE or like they don't even make an appearance. Oh, I want to shout out to like the girl that plays the Mongolian princess. She was cool. Well done, and it's not like a simple like portray of a character. There's like emotions, and there's a lot of like layers, emotions in there, and I thought that was well done. Um, so fight scenes, cool. You know, story, music, graphics. So overall, like, did like did I enjoy the movie? The short answer is yes. I genuinely enjoy the movie, but I want to say how I enjoy it. When I was in the seat and I'm just watching it, like I had so much um nostalgia, emotion coming into the film, and as I was watching it, I was like, oh, that is so good. I'm like, there are times when I'm like clapping because there was good moments, and like even the ending, even after the ending, with like there's no stinger or anything like that, but like the credits, they show stuff there, so it doesn't fully end. It just continue until the final credit ends. So I don't know. I was a little kid in a candy store watching something I enjoy, and this was the reason why I came back to watch this movie, because I knew, despite even if the movie was bad, I thought it was because I was so in love with I was in love with the character and the story and so forth. I knew I was gonna like it. Um, so yeah, I didn't really spoil the whole movie. Hopefully you can follow it through. There are some good, in general, Jin Yong write good messages about heroes, and like what it means to be a hero, and what it means to live, and like there's a lot of stuff in there, and there are messages that are like that in the film, and I thought that was cool. So overall, I personally like the movie a lot. This movie, from like an outside perspective, if you don't know the story, you don't like an American audience like coming in blind, you're gonna hate the movie, man. You're probably gonna give it like a 5 or 6. I personally like it, so I'm gonna give it 7 or 8 for this one. Actually like Sakura more, because that's like number two. Like that story is number two in my ranking of all Jin Yong stories. So like number two or number three is pretty up there. Um, so yeah, that is my review of Legends of the Condor Hero, the Gallants. In general, love it. I don't know if you're gonna go watch it. If you can, I definitely go watch it. You're gonna totally get lost, but I had a good time watching it. So, anyways, this is Alex with Duck Cinema, and I am out. Bye.